Hey cupcakes, welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe 2025 is around the corner. And so we got to post this last haul before the year's up. I've been collecting books for a minute, and this will probably be the last haul that you all see. I know I say that all the time, but I mean seriously, because I have too many books. That is overwhelming to me. And I have so many great books that I just need to get to. So, although I have a lot of books that I'm looking forward to next year, which y'all will see a video on that probably sometime soon. I don't know. I've already double recorded today, so we'll get to that when we get to that. I do have some books that I already have in mind for next year that I'm excited about. But before I allow myself to get any more books, I got to get rid of a rack of these ones first. So, I have probably over 40 books here to share with you. If you haven't checked out my last two videos, I did include some Christmas books in my last video. And then I did include a little mini haul that I went to Barnes & Noble. So y'all got to get caught up on the videos. Go get caught up, come back, subscribe, like the video, and thanks for watching. And let's go ahead and get into this haul. There's like no order to this. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's kind of all over the place. The books that I've gotten from Book of the Month first, because they don't sponsor me. And I wish they would sponsor me. Also, like, do y'all do Book of the Month? Because I don't know if I'm going to continue it, like, next year, to be completely honest. I don't know. It does make me branch out and read from authors that I'd probably never pick up. Like, I just finished Annie Bot, and I would have never picked that book up if it wasn't for Book of the Month. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. Are you going to stick to your, like, book subscriptions, or are you going to move on? Because I'm kind of like 50-50. I'm going to do too much of like a crazy, like in-depth synopsis. The first book we have is Mad Woman. So I don't remember. I got this apparently September 2024. It says a gripping story of motherhood, mother loss, and the brutal, mighty things women do to keep themselves and each other alive. So it talks about having secrets. This woman has been lying, and she's landed the life of her dreams, complete with a safe husband and two adoring children. When she receives a letter from a woman's prison, her past comes reaching into the present. So that is crazy, and that's probably why I got it, because like I love me a good crazy book. And then I also got, actually I got all of these. No, I got this one in September too. So this is Sleep Tight, which is a thriller, or at least like maybe a horror book. I don't know. It says the sole survival of a serial killer might hold the key to stopping a new spree of murders. This book is kind of like a mix of The Black Phone and The Whisper Man. I've seen The Black Phone, I think, is a movie, but I've never read The Whisper Man. So, but y'all know I love me a good thriller. This looks like, I don't even know. Like, it creeps me out. But this one also creeps me out. So, I don't know what was going on with me. This one was my October pick. And it's called Dearest. That is just a creepy cover. I can't even look at it. It says, a new mom in need of help opens the door to her long estranged mother, only to invite something much darker in. Man, these are books that you do not read at nighttime. And then I just got my Book of the Month box for December. Although I'm dumb because I already pre-ordered this book, I'm pretty sure. So that happens to me all the time. If I could tell y'all, like, actually, I don't even want to tell y'all how many times I duplicate buy books. I mean, I know my little libraries and stuff love me because I stay putting books in there because I just buy duplicate books all the time. It's fine, because I usually don't use all my subscriptions for Book of the Month anyway. So I have Sophie Cousins, Is She Really Going Out With Him? Cute cover. Y'all know I love me a good romance. This one says it's about a columnist who has left her life behind after a painful divorce. Who needs a man when she has 2 kids, a cat, and an uncontested control of the TV remote? A desperate attempt to keep her job, she finds herself pitching a unique angle. 7 dates, all found offline and chosen by her children. So I guess her children are going to help her find love. So I don't know. It just really seemed so cute. And I actually like Sophie Cousin's first book that I read from her. So I was pretty excited to check this book out as well. I can always do with a good romance from Book of the Month, especially since I got those dark books. And I also picked up Alice Feeney's Beautiful Ugly, which is the book that I already pre-ordered. Whatever. This book doesn't come out until January, so it does come out next month. I haven't read any of her books just yet, but people love her, and they say she writes just like really captivating, like thrilling, like twisted books. So this one is about an author who's having the worst day of his life. He calls his wife to share some exciting news, and I guess she gets in an accident. He eventually finds her car by a cliff. But his wife disappeared, and then a year later, he's still overcome with grief. And then he sees someone that looks exactly like his missing wife. It's giving Gone Girl. So I'm really excited. I'm probably going to read some of her other books that I have first, but I definitely can't wait to check this one out. So these are my Book of the Month books. Let's go ahead and dive into the books that I got sent. Sent some books from like publishers, or were gifted some books. So we're going to go ahead and check those out. We have Natasha Preston. So this is a YA author who I found out about last year, and I really, really liked the one book that I read from her. I have a few more that I haven't gotten to. But when I saw that she was coming out with a new book this year, I was really, really excited because there's nothing better than a YA thriller. Like, it's a thriller that's not too heavy, but can also still be creepy and like give you all the elements of like a good thriller without like any crazy gore or whatever. Sometimes they do have some crazy gore. But like I said, sometimes I get books, multiple copies. So this actually wasn't my fault, and I'm grateful. So Get Underline actually sent me a copy. And I actually really like this one because this one is different. Like, it has, like, shiny elements to it. But this one I bought from Barnes & Noble. And so, like, you can see the differences. Now, this one does have, like, exclusive content. I don't know if that exclusive content... Oh, it has a deleted scene. So, this one I will probably give to a little library. And then this one I'll probably keep. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But I love Natasha Preston. If you are diving into thrillers and you want to test them out, I feel like she's a great author to go with. This one says it is in the English countryside, and Bessie and her closest friends gather to a remote castle for a secret party for spring break. But then one of them dies, and the party takes a lethal turn. So you can probably guess where it goes from there. But again, I was so excited. Like, this was one of my most anticipated books for the year. And so I'm really, really excited. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I can't wait to dive in. A few books from Bloom. So thank you, Bloom. I love y'all. Lately, y'all been my favorite publisher because y'all be bringing out some bangers. Y'all, oh my gosh. She is gorgeous. I've been loving the sprayed edges. I haven't read anything from LJ Shin. I didn't even see this. Okay. It says, this old flame just might set them on fire. It's about conceited, unattainable, and downright delicious renowned chef Ambrose, who has a passion in life, which is food. Women are a distraction. He doesn't do those. But then, obviously, he meets, you know, some girl that just can't catch a break. She shows up at his doorstep, and the woman he'll do anything to conquer. So didn't take long for him to change that attitude and that tune about the women. But yes, oh my gosh, this is a stunning book. I believe this is a re-release maybe. I'm not very sure because I feel like I've heard of this book before. So maybe they came out and or maybe she was independent, or I don't know if it's a he or she. Maybe this person was an independent and then got republished by Bloom. I haven't finished the series completely, but I've read a few of them. And this one is Hexed by Emily McIntyre. Oh my gosh. I love Emily McIntyre's books. I've listened to them mostly on audio, so this is the first one that I've ever had in possession, and it is beautiful. So this one actually came out last month. She does a lot of like Disney or like kids movie retelling. So this one is The Little Mermaid. So I'm so excited to like get into this. It's such a beautiful book. And if you haven't checked out Emily McIntyre's books, they're spicy, they're good. I think my favorite one was actually the first one. Like that is my favorite one. I listened to, people really like the Lion King one. I need to re-listen to that because that one's everybody's favorite. A Wish for Us from Tilly Cole. So Tilly Cole also wrote, oh my gosh, what is it called? A Thousand Boy Kisses, I'm pretty sure. And then A Thousand Boy Kisses had a sequel as well. I don't know if this book is affiliated with that. I don't think so, but look how pretty, like, look how pretty it is with this setup in this tree. Give it a moment. Like, oh, the pastel pink. I'm telling y'all, the sprayed edges really bring the books home. This book says a story of music, a story of healing, a story of love conquering all. 19-year-old Cromwell Dean is a rising star of electronic dance music. Thousands of people adore him, but nobody knows him. No one can see the color of his heart until the girl in the purple dress breaks through the walls of the darkness within. If one thing Tilly Cole gonna do, it's gonna break your heart and then put it back together and probably break it again. Four books by Bloom. Both of these are by Lucy Score. So, you know, Lucy Score is good for a good series, honey. And this one is the Riley Thorne series. So this is the first book, The Dead Guy Next Door. And then this is the fourth book. Really random, I know. So we're not going to talk about this book. It is about Riley Thorne, who's divorced, broke, living with a pack of elderly roommates. And then he has some... she has some hallucinations that she's been ignoring. Apparently, a private investigator shows up to her doorstep looking for a guy next door who turns up murdered. So yes, it says a nice normal life. Is that too much to ask? But like I said about Lucy, she be writing some thick books. So this one is 400 pages. I've never heard anything about this series, but I'm pretty intrigued. I think it's pretty well liked. I think it has 4 stars on Goodreads. So again, I have a bunch of Lucy Score books, so eventually I need to start getting to them. Next up, we have 2 books that were given to us from Webtoons. The first one is Third Shift Society, which I love a good graphic novel. If you need a book that is just like mindless reading with pictures that you can fly through, a graphic novel is the way to go. So this one is Third Society, which is it's just like a funny, like comedic, like I would say like a fall Halloweenish read, but I'll probably read it whenever. Friend's book. This book is a little smutty and just a little, you know, a good old time about a like polyamorous relationship with some boys. So I don't know about YouTube, so I'm just gonna cover that up. But I don't know. It's just a cute, bright, just all around cute little manga, not manga, like webtoon. I don't know. Either way, these are 2 good times, and when I just want to read a book but not really like think about too much, I'm definitely going to pick these up. This book by Wattpad, which I think may be sent from the same people as Webtoons. I don't really know, but this one is a cute, like, looks like football romance, and it's called Playmaker. I'm pretty sure I've seen this one on Bookstagram, I'm pretty sure. This one talks about a guy who's a hot NFL prospect and a total player on and off the court. Off the field. But he found a girl who she just is not moved by his little player ways. And of course, he's into that because if you're not interested in me, then what are you interested in for? And why can't I get you? So spring break turns their plans, their feelings upside down, and they start hooking up in secret, and we'll see where it goes from there. So pretty cute. You know we love a good sports romance. This book I was actually gifted off my wish list from this girl named Sierra. So thank you, Sierra. This book actually takes me back. I used to love Meg Cabot. It's from the Princess Diary series. Look, I love that series, okay? Like, no judgment. So this one, I don't remember. I think, like, it was, like, the last book that came out. And it came out during the pandemic. And I thought that was so interesting. So it's called The Quarantine Princess Diaries. And it is, like, this small little, like, I don't even know how many people even really know about this book. But I'm excited for it. It's 300-something pages of just, like, I don't even know. It's going to be a throwback to my childhood. So I'm grateful for this. I have a book from Gallery. This is called Miranda in Retrograde. It says, after getting passed over for tenure and having her life upended, a physics professor decides to throw her caution to the wind and live by her horoscope predictions for a year in this sparkling rom-com. So that is cute. I love the cover. The cover is stunning. I feel like I'm flustered, so I forgot to say that, but I'm grateful for all the books. If y'all choose to give me books off my wish list, amazing. If a publisher sends me a book, I'm grateful. I'm so thankful. This book actually came from She Writes Press, and it's a memoir. And y'all know, like, I don't read too many memoirs, but I have stepped my game up, and I'm always excited to read them. This one is a memoir of passion, betrayal, and eventful blessings, and it's called Girl Uncoded. And it's about a girl that's 16 who longed to meet the man who owned the apartment she was hanging out with at her teenage friends. The one they said was a stripper, a fact that intrigued her. From the moment she saw Gary, she craved his attention, and once their eyes met, he was all she wanted. Months later, she discovered she was pregnant, but she had Gary, so she reassured herself, and he was all she needed to be okay. What in the world? One second. All right, next up we have books from, all of these actually are going to be from Get Underlined. Love Get Underlined. They always do me right. And since I'm a high school teacher, like, it helps me share a bunch of great reads with my students. So we have actually this one's from RH Kids Graphics. So let's shout them out first. So again, another graphic novel. This one is for probably like middle grade children. So it says, curses aren't real, but Maya's family is definitely cursed. I was definitely interested in this because you don't really see many graphic novels with people of color. So I was definitely really interested and especially love the cover. So we have Signed, Sealed, and Dead. I believe this is, I don't know if this is a series, but I have The Midnight Game as well, and it has a similar cover. So Signed, Sealed, and Delivered. So all these next books are YA. This one says, Dear Paige, welcome to your new home in Shorehaven. We've been waiting for some new blood. Next we have Darkly, which, first of all, this cover is beautiful. It says, you don't own a Darkly game, it owns you. It says, what would you kill for? And it says that Arcadia has been long obsessed with the game designer whose creations and company Darkly have gained a cult-like following. She's shocked when she's chosen for a highly coveted internship along with 6 other teenagers around the world. Why her? She's never won anything. Her and her fellow interns delve into the heart of Darkly, discover hidden symbols, buried clues in the web of intrigue, and the answers lie within the labyrinth of Darkly, a chilling and addictive read. There's like a bunch of secrets. Hold on now. I don't know, but what got me was the gorgeous cover and like how beautiful it is. For this to be a dark book, it's gorgeous. So I'm excited to read that. I have a bunch of great books that are going to be perfect for like spooky season, but y'all know spooky season for me is all year long. So we're going to be reading these all year next year. This is The Bitter End. So this would probably be nice to read right now since it seems like a wintry like thriller. It says 8 teens, 1 blizzard, 0 exits, and a killer on the loose. So yeah, a nice little winter thriller. Obviously, this cover can't be any cuter. And it has a cupcake on it. It's Love and Lattes. Oh, this is so cute. So it says, one summer internship, two complete opposites, and a connection neither expected. So this girl gets into an internship, says work hard, play harder. That's her motto. But she figures one night out of letting her guard down won't hurt. Especially when it ended with the best kiss of her life. But then she discovers that the mysterious guy she kissed is none other than the company CEO's son. So she didn't mix business with pleasure, and she didn't even mean to. Love this. And look how, love a good floppy book. And this book is so freaking cute. So this one is Pretty Dead Queens. And then this one is The Ivies. I don't want to read too much into these because I don't know which one is the first one or which one is the second one. But they're both thrillers that I guess have to deal with some kind of Ivy League school. So these are a series as well, and they're all by the same person. I'm not sure if these, like, if they're interconnected standalones or if you have to read them in an order. So I'm just going to tell you what the books are. It doesn't tell you any kind of order. So we have The Darkest Corners, The Champions, The Cheerleaders, and Little Monsters. Again, all thrillers that I believe take place in high school. So this is really exciting. Like, if I really like these are going to be great for me to share with my colleagues and also to share with my students, depending on what content is in these. But I love the pastel colors, love the covers, really excited. If y'all a little crooked, no you're not. Wanted to give a shout out. Pickled Stamps, I'll leave their link down below, actually sent me this like engraver, which is really cool. So shout out to them. It came in this cute case, and then it literally, like, if you put a page in, you can engrave it and it'll leave like whatever, like it's customizable. So it literally says my name and everything. Let me see. Like, this is an example of the seal, and that's what it looks like. So shout out to Pickle Stamps. This is amazing, especially since I have a lot of people that borrow my books, and you can actually break this down so that it's not always like this, and then it can go in the case. But shout out to them, because I have so many people that borrow my books, and then I get upset because I'm like, am I gonna get my book back? And maybe they don't remember it's mine. But now they're never going to forget that it's mine. Shout out to them for giving me this amazing gift. I think this would be the perfect gift. If you're looking for a good gift for like a book lover, I bought this myself because, you know, I'm weird. So this one, I always look to see if there's like some new ones. But I got this cute little, this shows you how long I bought this. This was a cute little Halloween cupcake book sleeve. I got this from Etsy. So again, if you're looking for something to gift your book lover, I'm telling you, book sleeves, bookmarks, little pickle stamp. I'm telling y'all. All right, and last but not least, these are all books that I purchased for myself. So I'm going to speed through these because most of these you've probably already seen. So we got Sarah Adams, The Temporary Roomie. Sarah Adams, I mean, she's always been known for her clean romances. So I saw this and it's my favorite colors. Like, I love some good pastel-y colors. So I had to pick this up because it doesn't have to be always smut all the time. Y'all are going to judge me for this. But let me tell you something. When I watched the Netflix series on the Menendez brothers, I was so intrigued. I had never heard of that. I was born in 1991. So, like, I had never known any of that, like, stuff about their case or anything. So I just, like, dove right in. And then when I went to Barnes & Noble that same week, they had a book about it. And, you know, I had to pick it up. I'm a true crime lover, so I just had to know what this in, like, I don't know. I just needed more information. So I did pick this up. And when I picked this up, the lady, like, looked at me like, don't judge me, ma'am. Don't judge me. So yes, the Menendez brothers, the shocking untold story of the Menendez family and the killings that stunned the nation. You know, you gotta mix up your life, spice up your life. You gotta add some true life to your smut, to your thrillers. I'm telling you, all the things. Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. Have I read an Elsie Silver book? No. Do I own all of them? Basically. And am I gonna get to them at some point? So for now, it's just gonna be added to the shelf. And then I was really excited about this because I loved My Roommate Was a Vampire. So, or My Roommate is a Vampire, whatever it's called. So when I saw that this author came out with another book, I definitely picked it up as soon as it released. So my Vampire Plus One, had to check it out. But I'm not hearing too much about this one, so I'm a little concerned. But I mean, how bad could it be? Either way, it'll probably make me laugh. Cute little rom-com, nothing too serious. It'll be a good time. Up Stay, which I believe is a hockey romance. Sprayed Edges. I think this one is actually the sequel to Him. Yeah, it's Him. Oh, no. They also, I guess they write companion novels. So Him and Us is a different series. There's actually a book before this one. So shame on me. I need to make sure I ordered that. Because I clearly did not read, and I'm just buying stuff. So I need to read the first one before I read that one. And then I picked up book 3 of the Harley LaRue series, the Souls trilogy, because I have the other 2 and I just needed this one. Y'all know I love a good dark romance. However, this one is crazy thick. It's over 500 pages. So this one is the Her Souls to Take. I think this is the last one. So I just needed the last one to complete the set. I did buy a random Ellen Hildebrand just because my coworker told me that this book was like amazing and that our friend like absolutely devoured it and loved it and blah, blah, blah. I don't really know if Ellen Hildebrand is my favorite. Like, I don't know if she's going to be like my kind of person. However, like, people keep talking about her. So, like, I have to dive in to see what this is all about. Apparently, she's like the queen of summer romances or summer books or something. I don't know. Nantucket books. I don't know. But I did buy this one because I heard about it and I'm intrigued. Apparently, it's a sad book, so be mindful. I also bought these 2 books. These are 2 like thriller rom-coms, these are 2 thriller YA novels, but of course we got to make it black. So I've heard a lot about this one, and then this one came out this year. So I just had to pick it up because y'all know we got to support our black authors and we love a good thriller. I did pick up Daydream, which is the 3rd book in the Icebreaker series, whatever that's called. I can't think of it. So I did pick this up because I did really like Icebreaker. Some people don't like the second one. I haven't read it yet, but people seem to like this one, so we're going to check it out. I keep hearing so much about this book, and I'm so intrigued by it. Again, y'all know I love a dark romance, and they say this one is giving kind of like Butchers and Blackbird, but better. So this is Lights Out, which is a dark romance. I think it's like a stalker romance. But they say this one is just like, I don't know. People keep raving about it. So I can't wait to check it out to see if it lives up to the hype. And then this book by Jamie, I think it's Jamie Weasley. She wrote another book that I read, Fake It Till You Bake It, but then I couldn't remember if I read it, so I bought it again. But I don't mind it because it has cute little cupcakes on it. So it's A Legend in the Baking. And again, supporting black authors, we don't mind. So this one came out this year. It's just a cute little rom-com about a girl that's supposed to be a silent partner in a cupcake business, I believe. But then he has has like a feminist rant about how women bakers are the backbone, blah, blah, blah. Like all these different things. Somehow it turns into a romance. We love it. We stand. I did already show y'all this, but just in case you didn't see that video, which you should go back and watch it, we did pick up the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I bought this book because, I don't know, everybody keeps talking about this dang series and how smutty and good it is. I gotta know. What is the hype about? Like, what is it good for? I don't know. And so I was at the checkout and I was intrigued and I bought it, and I'm gonna let y'all know. Because there's a bunch of the books in the series. So if I like this and it's a cozy, spicy, good time, I'm gonna buy the other ones because that's just how it works. Oh my gosh. So I read hidden pictures this year. So I was really intrigued when I saw that this author wrote another book. Now, people apparently, they're not flapping their gums about it, but I'm still really excited to read it. So it's The Last Wedding, or The Last One at the Wedding. I'm not hearing too much about it, but that doesn't bother me. I do think Hidden Pictures was very unique, and like, it's going to be hard to top that book, like with the pictures and all the different things. So I am really intrigued to see how I feel about this one. Just because that novel was just so good. Well, the ending was like, but the overall book and the theme and all the things was really, really good. So I'm interested to see if this one can not live up to that hype, because it's going to be hard to beat. But, you know, if the author can produce new work that I'm going to be interested in, I'll be really interested to see how I like this one. The last few books I did buy used. So we have the Mile High Club series, I think this is called. These covers are ugly, but that one book, the first book that I read in the series, which wasn't really the first book, but whatever, I loved it. So I did pick up the rest of the series because it happened to be at this used bookstore, and they were only like these were $8, this one was $10. So I was like, why not? I already have the other one, so I was like, whatever, I'll just pick it up to see if the rest of the series is really good. Also found Brutal Prince, which I've heard so much about, but I don't know if it's going to be my jam. So when I saw it was for $7, I went ahead and picked it up. This is by Sophie Lark. I've never read any of her books before, but I have 2 of them. But this is her most popular series. So I really, really was intrigued and wanted to pick it up. So I went ahead and got it. I think this is a mafia dark romance. I could be lying to you. I don't really know. But I keep hearing about it. So I was like, let me pick it up while it's for $7. These 2 books, oh my gosh. I love Ellen Hopkins. And she's actually coming out with a new book, I think. Or maybe she already came out with it. I don't know, but I need to buy it. Either way, I can't remember if I read this one or not. This one's identical. If you've never read a Ellen Hopkins book, they are very, very thick looking, but she writes them like in poetry form. So I absolutely adore her books. I read them when I was in high school. They are very, very dark, or have very adult or dark content or triggering content. So just beware. So I did pick up these 2, which is identical. Not sure what these 2 are about because they have poems on the back. So you just have to actually read them to see. And then I've never seen this one, Rumble. So I decided to pick this one up. But I do need to check to see if her new one came out and if I pre-ordered it. Because if not, and it already came out, I'm about to pick that up today. Like, regardless of my little book buying ban. And that's all for my haul. That lasts, like, I'm so sorry if I started rushing towards the end, y'all. But I felt like we were never going to get through these books. So that is all I have for my huge last haul of 2024. If you saw any books that you have read and enjoyed, let me know down in the comments. If you have any last books that you want to buy for 2024, let me know. And please let me know. I'm going to post my video for the books that I'm excited for 2025. But I want to know what books y'all are excited for 2025. Because I'm sure that I missed some. So please let me know down in the comments. If you lasted towards till the end of this video, I want you to put a little snowman to show me that you lasted till the very end. But yeah, y'all, I am so excited for 2025. It's obviously going to be new for me, you know, being a mother and all these new reads. But yes, I'm excited to read all of these books. But you won't see me, like, you'll probably see me in the bookstore, but you ain't gonna really be seeing me like buy crazy books like this for a long time. And I'm even gonna like make sure I'm more selective with my publishers as well, because I have so many great books that I just need to read and get out. But yeah, I was so excited to share these with you. I'm overwhelmed by love and support, and I hope that, you know, we continue to love and support each other in 2025. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye.